Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mortal Empires. Now something I'd just like to note before this begins, Spectre and Meltdown patch has been applied to this machine, so we may see some minor lag based on CPU issues, or a minor increase in lag, you know? But there's something I'd like to bring up before we start this battle. First off, Brock Iron Pick is in March stance. That's bad. I'm setting him to normal. Second, I'm planning on using Belgar as the reinforcing army, so I'm going to set him to encamp, so all his troops will have more leadership and melee defense. Thirdly,
to battle?
There's a chance that I may lose this battle, because I am matching 2 stacks to basically 3 stacks.
Let me think.
Largug and Karak Eight Peaks counting as 23 cards, 19 cards. And for some reason it selected 8 peaks instead of the wall that I wanted to, and 20 cards. So. Now the raiding camp, yeah, it has that, but I should still be able to bring in... Belgar. However, if this doesn't work, I'm going to reload the save, and I'm going to do something. I'm going to go back into friendly territory, and then I'm going to recruit regiments of renown to fill out this army. I should have enough to do that, and it will get me more troops very quickly. Hopefully, though, we don't have to do 2 battles in 1 episode. Rather, 2 versions of nearly the same battle.
You're not right, Dad!
Time for a reckoning.
And strike the wall first.
Fight!
Wow, it says I'm going to stop them in auto-resolve. So, okay, if I lose this battle as plain, I may just auto-resolve it. As is, though, I want to see what happens here. Because I'm actually really curious on how this would play out in an actual fight. So, let's fight for 8 peaks. We've got 2 on 3 odds, basically. Let's see how that plays out for the AI. And of course, we have to go through the loading screen again if I have to redo this battle. And everyone loves looking at loading screens, right, guys? I don't think you like looking at loading screens. Still, their cavalry is going to be the problem here. I have constant in my front line and my archers, but dwarves have very little counter to cavalry. I'm thinking of using my thunderers as the cavalry counter, honestly, because boar boys have decent armor. Savage boar boys are going to be a pain in the ass. So thunderers should be able to gut them like a fish. Also focusing artillery fire on them. Now where is my reinforcement coming from? It's coming from over here. Hostile troops are coming from over there. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a sort of L shape. Three, 1, 2. Alright. I'm going to use this army to create the main branch of the L. With the Thunderers is basically flank protection on this side, and obviously the lore in the center as I usually do. The reinforcing troops are going to form a flank up here, like so, in the hopes of being able to hold that off. This also forces the AI to charge uphill, which it is not especially good at. There will be some issues over here on this flank, though, with the angle of the battle. Alright, move my troops up to this corner. You can see how there's quite a lot of troops already arriving. Let's pause for a bit. Control Group 5. Control Group 6. Control Group 5. I'm probably going to be doing a lot of pause in this battle, I'll be blunt. This is not going to be an easy or simple fight. Nevertheless, it must be done. Ah! Control Group 6. 6. Ah, and it's being buggy again. I love it when my right mouse button is stupid. Doesn't everyone? But yeah, I want to move my troops. I'm moving my troops in piecemeal here, despite the fact that that's kind of a bad idea objectively. Because I want them to get into position as quickly as possible. And even partially assembled troops are better than no troops at all, in my opinion. Alright. These guys seem to be flowing over to the right, and you guys are flowing over to the left. Something to note about this game, you can only have 2 armies on the field, so effectively the extra 2 stacks that they have in are non-existent. Which is a very useful thing to note, I'd like to say. Ah, and their orc is on a wyvern. Lovely. Everyone loves wyverns. They're so easy to fight. They're not at all easy to fight.
War of vengeance.
Alright. Let's put these troops in more proper positions.
Strike out. Moving out.
Alright. The Rangers are going to be going pretty quickly because they have actually 42 speed, which is really rather decent. I'm uncertain what the AI is considering, though. Now let's look at these guys. How far does their range reach? No, even though I swing them around, they're not going to be hitting the enemy cavalry. I'm going to speed everything up. Hopefully this won't cause the game to flip out a little. Sometimes it does that, and it's really dumb. Yeah, having this many units on the battlefield is definitely causing quite a bit of lag. To the point that I don't actually think fast forwarding made it much faster. Lovely! The AI appears to be setting up lines. Not a good idea for orcs. They're very scattered. I'm relatively organized right now. Do I know how their troops are aligned? I think I'm going to pull my Thunderers around like so. Well, they'll be more able to open fire. I'm thinking of just rolling this entire flank along like so. But I'm not quite certain that's a good idea yet, as these troops aren't quite in position. Once that happens, I may make a consideration, especially once the artillery is in position. That's going to be important.
Let the vengeance begin! Moving out!
Where are you? Nope, you shouldn't be there. That's a bad place for you. Be here. Be here! Thank you. If I start smacking them with artillery, they're likely to start moving. Or they can just sit there, I can spend artillery ammo on them. I'm perfectly willing to expend all my ammunition killing my enemies. It's kind of what ammunition's for, you know? Looks like the Rangers are in place first, to nobody's surprise, though the Ghost Friends are close behind, probably because they arrived first.
I have more than a few grudges to settle with these orcs.
I'm pretty sure every Dawi considers themselves to have quite a few grudges to settle with the orcs. The dwarves and the orcs do not get along well. Something to note, you can tell the difference between the Wa troops and the actual proper troops by the fact that the Wa troops have a sort of triangular banner that's much thinner. And also the triangle is horizontal mostly, while the actual proper troops have banners like this. Excuse me a moment. Let me mute my microphone for a bit. And... I hate robocalls so much. Pretty sure everyone does, though. Pretty sure that is a universal feeling. Sod robocalls. Looks like my grudge throwers do not have the reach. These grudge throwers, though, have a slightly longer reach because the buffs the Master Engineer give is by army and not by on the field, if that makes sense. So the grudge throwers like the Goblobber and this one are likely to be significantly more effective. If the time runs out, I lose. That's not unexpected, but it is quite annoying. Man, hammers just look cool. Oh wait, that's the Grumbling Guard. Well, they still look cool. You can also see where they're called Longbeards now. Look at how... Imagine how much work it must take to deal with beards literally down to your feet. Like, can you imagine that? Look at these guys. Sure, they tie it all down into one point, but they also have that sort of sub-beard. They basically have two beards on the Grumbling Guard here. It's almost ridiculous, I'd say. Something to note, Ironbreakers are the only Dwarven unit who will consistently wear helmets. I consider this part of the reason why they're considered ridiculously durable. Hammerers do technically consistently wear helmets, but they're not really the full-face helmets that you see in other places, so... yeah. Warriors also have dumb little caps, but they're dumb little caps and not proper helmets. Again. What is the AI thinking? Okay. Is everyone in position now? It seems as if the answer is indeed yes. There's something I almost forgot to turn off. Skirmish mode. Okay. I'm going to toggle the tactical map and zoom out.
Longbeards!
Alright, let's move up to here.
Anat!
Shouldn't be too bad. Should be fully functional. Yes, yes, I'll keep scrolling so I can actually get the proper view back. I want to look at the terrain better, and that's kind of hard to do on this map due to the relatively low graphic settings I have to deal with. And again, the whole meltdown inspector thing, not helping, damn it. Still, if this gets my artillery into range and the AI doesn't respond, that's going to be very helpful indeed. Because the more AI that die to my artillery, the less AI, you know, are getting to my lines. I would rather be out of ammunition than out of bodies, to put it simply. Now, will the AI react to me moving is the question. And it is a very big question, because sometimes the AI just does not react to the fact that you are moving. As you can see here, it doesn't need to be doing anything right now. Keyword, right now. If it does something in the future is a good question. I'm considering making this line a little more oriented like that, but that would also put me at the point where their cavalry can charge downhill into my flank very well, like so. And shooting uphill with Thunderbirds doesn't strike me as a good idea. However, they don't seem to have much cavalry on this flank. It's mostly just their infantry. They seem to have sent most of their cavalry over this way, heavily weighting it on the flank with the iron breakers and the like, along with their monstrous creatures. The Black Orcs are rather spread out all over the line, which is going to make it very hard for me to focus them down. A very acceptable tactical choice, in all honesty. And one that I can't help but commend the Orcs for, if bitterly. Looking at the positioning, I'm thinking I'm going to put my Thunderers here. Like that. So they can shoot down from the ledge at the incoming troops. If that's a good idea or not, we'll see. We're pretty close to the point where artillery would be able to open fire. Problem is, we're also just at the right point where if they attack, I would be confident being able to go, no, sod you all. And my Rangers are on the wrong flank, because if I send them out, they're skirmish archers, and skirmish archers will get absolutely wrecked by boar boys. Like, they will be wrecked. Completely and utterly butchered, slaughtered, destroyed. Whatever synonym for getting their shit pushed in you happen to want to use. Something to note, it says the balance of power is about equal, and they have over twice and nearly thrice my number. Dwarves have very high power per body.
The clans unite!
If I can press my lines... Oh, Belgar counts as hammer infantry now. He used to count as axe infantry, despite the fact that he uses a one-handed hammer. I suppose that change makes sense, in all honesty. If I can press my lines a little...
Will do.
Oh, I also forgot to set these guys to control group 7. Alright, 7.
Garage thrower. Anu!
It's not too much of an increase in distance, but it might just let me hit some of these units. And that might proc the AI into actually doing something instead of sitting around like a lemon. Now, if I was still playing the Lizardmen, I could charge these guys down and start smashing pretty much instantly. Ah, you're opening fire on something! What are you shooting at? No, seriously, what are you shooting at? I actually can't tell. It says they're shooting. Yeah, I see 2 artillery cocking back. What are you going to hit? Kind of worried that I might cav these 2 down, but given the lack of cavalry on this flank, I'm not very worried. Ah, the Goblobber is opening fire in this direction, over here. What could they be hitting? The Black Orcs! Good choice! You completely missed. Aha! Look at that! Mass movement signs across the entire artificial intelligence force. For like a quarter second. Oh hey, one actually hit. You slight. No, I didn't. No, they didn't even wound the black orcs. Really? This is ridiculous. We're seeing slight overall movements, but they're mostly just edging out of artillery range.
They have wronged us!
I'm gonna try something.
We are relentless!
Okay, I'm gonna pause and then try something because this game's... I hate my right mouse button sometimes. Why is it so finicky? I've gotta find spare mice I've got lying around. I know I have some. If I move to there, I might be able to start smacking other units of them and maybe actually get them to move up. Getting the AI to actually move would be nice. What's their fastest infantry unit? You've got 31. You've got 29. You've got 31. Oh, they have got their own rock lobas. That's gonna cause a problem. 29, 31. Goblins are 33. I'm tempted. Very tempted. Ah, my artillery just fired at something. This unit of Black Orcs is just dodging artillery fire for fun, isn't it? At this point, that's what it feels like. They're just dodging artillery. They're moving! They're moving towards me! They're all moving towards me! Finally! You can actually start shooting things properly. Now, I'm confident in my ability to shoot down Black Orcs with my normal troops. I'm not confident in my ability to deal with cavalry with my normal troops. These two artillery pieces, though. Big guns sounds good. I'm willing to bet that you're going to target the big guns, too. The Night Goblin War Boss, I'm not too worried about. I can duel Night Goblin War Bosses relatively well.
The next kill is ours!
Oh, that's a lot of units. That is actually quite a lot of units. Oh dear.
Thunderous!
I'm going to pull you guys back to over here.
Rage roar! Rage bust!
If I can actually get the game to recognize what I'm telling it to do. Apologies. There we go. Play. There. Womp, womp, womp. How much is the Squig Herder's anti-infantry bonus? 11. I'm going to want my rangers on that, aren't I?
Ready to serve! We stay put! We'll got it!
Alright, tell them to hold their lines. Wham! Wham, 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 wham. Trolls. Get the trolls. They're dangerous. Oh crap, they actually do have... they have Savage Orc Boar Boys and normal Boar Boys on this flank. And they showed up earlier, didn't they? So I shouldn't even really be surprised. Damn it. Ah! Looks like Quarreler Fire is opening up on Morglum Backstabber.
Yes, laddie!
Alright, shoot that war boss. Wrong way. Alright, that guy is not doing too well. I'm going to focus this unit of Longbeards on him, even though it breaks my lines on the grounds of basically sawed him. Alright, all of you, I want the Squig Herd gone, because that is a lot of anti-infantry it has. Let's see how quickly it melts under concentrated fire from my Rangers. Oop. No Squig's dead. They're only a 40-strong unit on Ultra, so I'm not too surprised. Oh, that is not a good choice, boys. You have gotten absolutely butchered. You're taking 50% health damage and 25% unit casualties just from charging. You have been shot to pieces. I think they're about to rout just from sheer volume of arrows. Look at that. Look at that. I have routed an entire orc unit with arrows. Pause. Where's that wyvern gone? It's in my Rangers. Right. Now, you bastards. I should have paid more attention to that wyvern, though. Really. You guys over here. You've barely put a hole in anything, honestly. Alright, first up. Wrath and Ruin Morglum. Pop these two. Get him. Charge him. Ah, my Iron Breakers are about to open fire, it looks like. That's going to be helpful indeed. Whoa, whoa, you guys should not be turning. I'm not that interested in killing the Squigs. They've already taken quite a bit of loss. I'm not too worried. I want you to kill those Spider Rider archers now, though. The archers are going to be quite dangerous indeed. Group 3, your artillery is currently targeting things in the back, as it should be. Group 7, what is your artillery targeting? Things relatively close, actually. I don't want you to target things that are close. Target things that are far away. Like this knot of black orcs. You aren't even shooting anything. Why is that? Alright. That unit of Night Goblin archers is having a very bad day, as they say. Why are you on skirmish? Alright. It seems that my method of shoot everything seems to be working decently well. Or at least to an acceptable degree. Let's get him Foe Seeker so he can go better. Let's start screwing up that guy's melee defense and melee attack on the grounds that if I kill their war boss, they're going to have major issues. Orcs generally do not react well to having their war boss destroyed. I completely negated the momentum of that charge via the method of shoot of the Tormentor Sword. 20 dead Dawi, about several hundred dead orcs. As you can see, charging uphill is a very bad idea against the dwarves when they're in a set position. Move over and shoot those jackasses, frankly. Can't think of a better title.
Our fire of din to the ancestors! Die, orcs! Quarrelers!
Shouldn't you be shooting?
For the Karas and
Shouldn't you be shooting? Seems like the AI is having some issues with retargeting. Let's get a unit on those error boys. Okay, back you off. My artillery is running into issues, but I've got 2 heroes on this bloody river, so I'm not really worried. Push!
This is the age of reckoning. Master engineer.
You can see why I consider, you know, my ranged units so very highly.
I know.
Oh, you're on skirmish! You're on skirmish! That's the issues! Don't skirmish! Shoot them! Just back off, okay?
Fire! Reload! Fire!
I get off a salvo on them.
Grimnir demands death!
They're shooting! If I get a salvo off, it's going to really hurt those boar boys. Didn't kill too many, but I at least wounded some. I'll take that as good enough, honestly. I seem to be rejecting the incoming forces fairly firmly. They've lost about 800 troops. No, I didn't want to select you. Pause. Pause! Alright. You buggers, get back in your artillery. You buggers, shoot that. You guys can keep shooting into the morass. You just back off like that. So that if the boar boys try something again, they will get shot to pieces. They're coming in for a flanking strike. That's very ungood. Ah, their war boss is wounded. Okay. In that case, I will focus an entire unit on them. Peak Gate Guard, I want you to plow into this unit. And the Grumbling Guard, I want you to push too. Dragonfire Pash can just hold the line. You guys should push into this because I'm having a real big scrum over here. You two, get on that war boss like I've told you to quite a bit. Wrath and ruin him as well.
Katsuk! No need to guard! Yes!
You, I want shooting those black orcs. If I shoot the black orcs up, they're going to be a lot weaker.
Runes of spellbreaking.
Belgar, rout the goblins. I know you can do that.
Yes!
Lord, I keep over here, plow into this. Control Group 3, I want you to target their archers and start wiping those out, because they are causing poison attacks now. More importantly, they're causing poison attacks on actually useful things. I want you to back the heck out. Get away. Alright, and you are... Why aren't you shooting anything? Okay, shoot the nasty skulkers, maybe, or shoot the enemy archers. I'd suggest shooting the enemy archers, honestly. They appear to be trying for a roll-up on this flank, though, and that's not good at all. Belgar alone appears to be making them go, nope, 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 nope. He causes fear and terror. Charge the Night Goblins, Runesmith!
The rules are cast! It is a reckoning! By the ancestors, I'll have vengeance! No! Grimnir demands, take them down! Shoot the Wazix! Hit your targets, well!
I want to see entrenchment. Entrenching those Longbeards will really help. Oh great, the Fanatics are firing. That's going to be a real problem. Oh, you guys are shooting at... What are you even doing, you absolute maniacs? As my Thunderers are still holding off the cavalry, they appear to be scared of the guns, which makes sense. Orcs don't really use guns in this setting. Unfortunately, because the fact that orcs love DACA in 40k is pretty iconic. And oh, those are big guns. I'm very glad they're getting shot a lot. Then big guns really suck. Oh, looks like someone in here decided to fire off a quick shot. That's good. That's good. The big guns! Shoot the big guns!
Well guarded! Kasuk!
Ah, there's a few extra shots. The more dead orcs there are, the less dead Dawi there will be. I've lost about 300 troops, they've lost about 1,200. That's not sustainable for me. Damn, they've gotten in among my actual troops.
Die! Understood! True King! Vengeance! Drag them down! Getting close!
You can get there. If you get there, Lord. I want to see some breakings going on. Their Lord is out of the line. Their Lord is out of the line. I want to see him dead. If that Lord dies, I'm going to be able to push a lot harder. I'm going to see a massive break in their morale. Alright, 7. I want to see you guys open fire on those trolls. 3, what are you shooting even? You're still shooting into that massive hostile archers. Good. You can't even do anything interesting, and you're just sort of waiting around. I guess you should be shooting things, though. Thunderers still seem to be on the... we're going to shoot these... We're going to respond to cavalry with massed gunfire kick. Completely viable, honestly. Oh, and big guns have anti-large, too. They have 12 of it. That's not too bad, honestly. I believe Imperial Halberdiers have the same level of anti-large. There's another salvo of gunfire right with the big ones. Ah, and we see more dead big guns just getting filled with bullets. Oh, this unit of Longbeards is not doing well. They're only managing to swarm my rangers with goblins. It's not going to go too well for those goblins. Oh, 7 retarget. I want to see those archers wiped out. These Longbeards I want to push into this unit of orc boys. Because I'm having some serious issues over here, honestly. Short range coroller fire is not the most efficient. Again, there's nasty skulkers who aren't exactly the best either. Ah. Let's do that. That should let my Thunderers proceed to just go bang, bang, bang and start shooting a lot of orcs in the rear, allowing me to start rolling up a flank like they're trying to roll up my flank. There's a good sized Thunderer salvo, just slowing them down.
Thunderers!
I think you might be able to break the big guns with a little luck.
Find your targets!
These guys, though, go over here. I'm going to be able to start shooting into this mass and start really doing some damage, because Thunderers do deal a lot more damage than normal Quarrelers. Missile damage 26 compared to missile damage 33 and 40. Right. Never mind. I'm dumb. AP damage does mean they effectively deal a lot more damage, but yeah. Of course, that Rock Lobber is really hurting, as Rock Lobbers are wont to do. Belagar is having good fun, smashing the hell out of everything in his path. Pop this to help my poor Rangers. I think at some point their Lord died. Let's check their morale and see if it says dead Lord or whatever. No? Oh wait, that's because that's the Wa. Let's see if these guys have Lord recently died or Lord died. Lord nearby? Right. I see, these Night Goblins are having real issues. Like, what is wrong with your leadership? You have... Wow. That's a lot of things wrong with their leadership, damn. Shoot the war boss! They're starting to fold. You can see them trying to have real issues with losing currently, friends routing, damage sustained, mostly damage sustained. I'm just rolling up this flank with a massive application of gun. My ammunition reserves seem to be doing decently, but my front lines on that flank are having issues. They are, however, suffering mass routes as well. Never a good condition for the orcs to be routing. They're very strong units, but their morale is poorly.
Fire on the ball!
Kill the big guns, and they will have issues. Ah! And Belagar has managed to engage the big guns directly. They are going to crowd around him because orcs are dumb like that.
We demand blood!
Alright, you guys have basically turned that knot of enemy archers into a pile of goo. That squig herd is too damaged for me to worry about, but I do want you to break this unit of archers. These Thunderers are again going to have the whole thing of we're going to shoot the hell out of... Who got wiped out? Where? Right over here was that unit of Longbeards, wasn't it? Black Orcs! Right. I'm going to have to figure out a way to deal with the Black Orcs. The multiple cards of Black Orcs. Longbeards focus on those Black Orcs. Ironbreakers, unseal melee only. I want to see how many explosives you can throw at those trolls. There we go! And the explosives deal extra damage as trolls have regeneration and explosives count as flaming attacks.
Pick your targets well!
Alright, that's been working out pretty well. Control Group 7, what are you targeting right now? Oh, I didn't want to do that. You're still targeting the Archer Pit. Keep these Night Goblins from engaging, then. Looks like this whole flank is just under route, but they're not shattered yet, so I can't bank on that. These Thunderers are once again proving that that the AI has no idea what they're doing with cavalry, because if they had charged these two units, these two cards of Thunderers, they would have taken some losses, but they would have made it through. And damn, is this entire episode going to be this fight? I think this entire episode may just be one big fight, ladies and gentlemen. Shoot the unrouting big ones. Shoot the unrouting big ones. Something just gave them a big burst of courage, and I'm not sure what it is. I don't like it, though. Ah, shatter! Shatter!
Out!
Ah, and we see the Quarrelers opening fire. We see them opening fire, ladies and gentlemen. I think my ranged troops can handle this situation from there.
Killers!
They're having routes. Mass routes.
Plow through! Vengeance!
I'm going to divert 2 cards of Longbeards to try and help in this scrum over here. Whoa, what are you two doing out of position? This isn't going to end well, is it? I don't really have anything over here to counter you, my lord. Bingo. Go. Mass shatters on this end, from heavy damage from Thunderers and other associated targets. Turn nasty skulkers into piles of goo, please. Nasty skulkers are, as the name suggests, indeed very nasty. And what unit just used all its ammunition so I can throw it into melee combat? Oh, it's an artillery unit. Okay, in that case, throw the artillery all the way over here so I can forget about it. Not have to worry about it getting rear charged or something.
Ringskins! The clans unite! My enemies will. Bring it on!
Black Orcs are a pain! There's just too much going on for me to really keep track of all this stuff.
Getting close! Now!
We've lost about 700 dwarves. They've lost about... I'm not going to try and count this, but it's a lot of other troops. And those big guns are barely managing to stand. Like, they broke as soon as they charged. They didn't even kill one dwarf.
Yes! Move now! I'll shoot! Down!
Alright, you guys hit those big guns, I guess, because they are... No, hit these hostile archers. They're rallying. You two basically held this flank for me, but I need you to do things again.
Run! That's the cause!
Oh, mass shatter! Mass shatter! I repeat, we have a mass shatter! Ladies and gentlemen, the garrisons have been routed. I repeat, the hostile garrisons have been routed. Enemy troops have been eliminated. Oh, that was good. Most of the enemy's forces have been wiped out. I've taken some nasty losses, but overall, I'm going to consider this a victory. Some of their armies were reduced by more than 50%. Like, that's kind of ridiculous. You also see why I value Thunderers on the flanks, because they can roll up a flank very fast. As you saw, once I, took them off of shooting horses, well, boars, not horses. I'm used to thinking of cavalry as horses, because, well, that's what they usually really were. But orcs are dumb and use boars instead. Look at all of them totally exterminated units and badly wounded units. If Morgulum Backstabber came in, you'd have an almost instant Lord recently died issue. Look at that. And look at that. The Boar Boys and the Boar Boy Biggins were wiped out. The Savage Orc Boar Boys were wiped out. These Boar Boys were badly wounded. The Squig Herd is badly wounded. And I still have most of an intact stack here. And this stack, while wounded, still has some okay troops, like the Ironbreakers, the Dragonfire Pass, these Longbeards, my Heroes and Lord, the Rangers, and my Grudge Throwers. Execute captives.
True king of 8 Peaks.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we call victory. The Armor of Fortune has been acquired, as has a Daughter of Valea.
Iron Hammer.
And pretty much everything got a level up. Surprising, absolutely nobody. Belegar? Wait, Belegar doesn't have Stand Your Ground. Get him that, actually, instead of Deadly Onslaught. I probably should have gotten that quite a lot earlier. Like, a lot earlier. That's actually really bad. Okay, you don't really need any of those things. Overseer wouldn't have been too helpful. Let's get you boost income, honestly, just so I hurt my enemies a little more. Let's get you Damping. The enemy may not have anything, but I don't really have anything better than that. Obstinacy, again, would be helpful.
Bring them!
We already had one big battle that lasted the entire episode. This entire episode was a big fight. Pardon if I don't feel like having another big fight. Okay, it lost me the Peak Gate Guard, another unit of Longbeards, but you know what? Watch that 8270 shoot up like a cannon. 4,000 more gold pieces a turn, ladies and gentlemen. Glory and honor is restored to a throne too long abandoned, my lord. In celebration of this momentous event, so many generations in the making, the courageous Dawi forces that helped you get this far have ceased the levy extracted upon your coffers. Let the halls of your ancestors ring once more with dwarfen gripes and grumbles of all measure. Angrund cheeks rest upon the 8 Peaks throne once more. We won. Karak 8 Peaks is mine. And not only that, not only does it has the reinforced citadel, and look at what we get now. This is new to Mortal Empires, the Grand Underway Junction. Look at those buffs. Not only does it give you Iron Breakers for garrison and casualty replenishment rate, it gives you more money from trade, more growth all provinces, and minus upkeep for Iron Breakers. Karak 8 Peaks is absolutely bullshit. Now, it is very worth the title as a worthy successor to the Everpeak.
Anad?
Oh, I got multiple levels from Brock. Okay, maxed out his obstinacy.
Ready. You have my hammer. I'm gone.
Given what happened, if they didn't have your hammer, Belegar, I'm pretty sure all your dwarves would abandon you. 8 Peaks is back in Dwarven hands. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to have any better situations than this. 8 Peaks is back in dwarf hands.
It shall be done.
I have like no money remaining.
Yes.
It's going to take me a long time to recoup all my losses, but 8 Peaks is in dwarven hands. All that remains the Venus gets is one tiny army who has no home. We don't even have an intern this episode, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going to leave it off here after taking back 8 Peaks. No turns elapsed this episode, just one good fight. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below or in the threads on space balance and sufficient velocity. It's done, ladies and gentlemen. We have 8 Peaks.